ওল্ডহামে বেড়াতে এসেছেন কিন্তু দেশীয় খাবার না খেয়ে চলে যাবেন না? তাহলে ওল্ডহাম সেন্ট্রাল মসজিদের পাশে উজান বাটিতে চলে আসুন। তৃপ্তিকর দেশীয় হালিম, চানা পেঁয়াজি, পোলাও, পায়াস ও সুস্বাদু মাছ খেয়েও যান, সাথে করে পরিবারজনের নিয়েও যান। উজান বাটি, 90A Featherstone Road, Oldham, OL9 6BX।
The Eastern Pavilion Banqueting Hall, comprising 2 beautifully decorated modern guest suites with seating capacity for up to 1,100 guests. An ideal choice for engagements, weddings, Mendi parties, exhibitions and seminars. Supported by the latest sound and video technology, air-conditioned and free Wi-Fi. Contact us today and see how we can make your vision a reality. The Eastern Pavilion Banqueting Hall, located on Featherstone Road South, Oldham. A perfect choice for your perfect day.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Adab and good evening to Sa and Ta with me, Sam. Aske episode 6 আর আজকের পর্বত আমরা একটা special program নিয়েছি. Well, actually all our programs are special. So I'm not going to be, you know, like picking any favorite topics, but আজকের টপিকটা হইছে driving. বর্তমানে আমরা কি অবস্থায় মানে আমরা ড্রাইভিং শিখি বা কিভাবে আমরা ড্রাইভিং করি বা রাস্তার মাঝে আমরা কিভাবে চলাফেরা করি, আমরা বাপ চাচাইনটার আমলে কিরকম আছিল, আমরার আমলে কিরকম আছিল, আর ভবিষ্যতে কিরকম উইতো পারে, তার সাথে আমরা এটাও আমরা ডিসকাশন করবো যে হাইওয়ে কোড বা ড্রাইভিং এর যে টেকনিক্স কতটুকু মানে পরিবর্তন হয়েছে ওভার দ্য ইয়ার্স, ওটা সম্বন্ধে আমরা কিছু মানে টাচ করবো। তো আজকে আমরা সাথে মেহমান আসুন my cousin জনাব আব্দুর। Welcome Abdur.
Thank you, brother. Assalamu alaikum. How are you?
I'm good.
And thank you for having me on your show.
No problem. I had an empty seat. I had to fill it up somehow.
I know. That's what cousins are for, aren't we?
Indeed. That's
if you got nobody else, just call me.
Exactly. And on his right hand side, I've got my niece Rosie Choudhury.
Assalamu alaikum. Adab. Good evening, everyone.
Thank you. And on the far right, and pun intended, I'm not going to go into details. We have a very special guest, Shahana Choudhury. Thank you.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you very much for invitation to Probash Bangla. Thank you.
You're most welcome. Aske ashole amar kache lage khub jomjomat ekta onustan hobo. Like we've got different styles of thinking. So যে টপিকটা আমরা লইয়া আলোচনা করব, আসলে এই সাবজেক্টটা আমরা ওপেন করব আমরা অতীত লইয়া। So we're going to look at our past and then gradually, you know, come to the present. So Abdur Ibrahim Khuidam, do you remember, you know, back in the days আমরা বাপসা সাইতে যে সময় গাড়ি ফাঁস করছিলাম, রাস্তাত কেমন গাড়ি আছিল?
Actually, আমার যেখান মনে হয় ছোট থাকতে তো দেশে আসলাম, আমরা রাস্তার মাঝে গাড়ি হয়ে আসছিল না। একটা কি দুইটা গাড়ি আস্তে আস্তে আইতো আর যাইতো। সো নো, আমরা যে রাস্তা আসলাম এই রাস্তার মাঝে মনে হয় about 30 to 60 houses আছিল।
আচ্ছা,
breaking down from time to time. মনে হয় duita গাড়ি আছিল।
Wow.
এই টাইমে
Can you give us a rough period? Say in the 80s, in the 80s, early 80s, mid 80s,
mid 80s মাঝে আছিল।
Okay.
It was great though for walking.
Yeah, because
Is
I
Rasta
remember,
Masjid-
আমরা যে সময় ছোট আসলাম না আমরা রাস্তার মাঝে বল খেলতাম
Yeah,
রাস্তার
that's
মাঝে
right.
দৌড়াদফা করতাম. So I'm going to ask my guests here, guys, feel free to jump in.
We will.
Yeah,
will.
like as far as I know, you know, like Rosie told the show Boruiso.
Yeah.
And I would imagine Shahana's had a a good few years
Yeah, in the
experience.
70s
Yeah.
and the 70s.
Yes, there you go.
Back
So-
in the 70s,
back in the 70s.
they were the days we had a lot of snow in those days. Car I remember এত বেশি আসিল না, and আমরা কিন্তু অনেক মানে খুশি হইতাম যদি আমাদের Asian ফ্যামিলির মাঝে একটা গাড়ি থাকতো. When I remember when my dad got his first Datsun car.
Oh yeah!
Wow.
Wow, one.
They're one of
That
the best
was
cars.
Datsun was one of the best popular cars in history, and when he got it, it was actually a yellowy orange. We were so excited that my dad has actually got a car, and we were probably the one and only on the street.
Wow.
Where we were living, that he had the only car, and everybody came out the street to actually view the car and congratulate my dad. It was so, it was like we won the lottery or something like that. It was so exciting.
It was a luxurious car in those days.
Yeah, it was luxury cars.
You see, the thing is, like if we excuse me, if we go back, say, to the era of the 70s and early 80s. এই সময় তো আমরা সকলেই মানে কম বেশ আমরা রাস্তার মাঝে খেলছি.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Plenty
we
space.
didn't have to worry about looking left and right, like
No.
to see if we're going to get smudged on the windscreen of someone's car. When I ashamda durtam. Rosie, do you have any memories?
Yeah,
of
I
those
used to
days?
play with my brothers, and I was like a little tomboy.
Yeah.
And it was nice, fun, and we used to go Masmara, go in the canal.
Yeah, yeah.
Like we used to love the water, the fishes. It's stickleback.
Yeah.
Those fishes.
Yeah.
And we went all the way to the river, and we have to put our trousers up to our ankles, and roll our trousers up to our ankles, and we loved it, and we had these fishing nets, and we caught a lot of things, frogs, tadpoles.
Please tell me you didn't fry the frogs.
Oh, no way. And it was like I'm like, because I have 4 brothers and I grew up with them, and all his brothers, we all joined in, and it was great fun.
There was
and
no danger on the road.
No danger on the road. It was
Yeah.
calm, no congestion, and there's less cars.
Especially
beautiful,
especially on the streets that you're living in, that our parents didn't have to worry about cars coming.
That was the good thing, there wasn't
That
at
was
that
a good
time.
thing.
That you never, the parents never came out
Yeah,
looking for us.
Yeah, I mean, when we went to school, you remember the 80s, there was a middle school, and we used to walk half a mile almost, and they went through the snow, the hailstone. We never worried
tough.
about anything.
We're proper tough, we are.
And these days, kids need a helicopter to get out of the house. I mean, some children, they all go just to the local shop.
I'll tell you,
just get
those
a
were the
milk. Yeah.
days.
Those
Those
were the
days, yeah.
I'm just going to quickly do a quick acknowledgement. আমরা সাইদ রমজানে দেখরা তাইন সৌদি আরব থেকে আসসালামু আলাইকুম. My bagna. We've also got Shudhury Mia Shaju. Please আপনারা সবাই লাইক কমেন্ট শেয়ার দিয়ে সাথে থাকুন. Shudhury Mia Shaju. Very good. Thank you very much. এটা আসলে খুব সুন্দর একটা জিনিস স্মরণ করে দিচ্ছেন, এটা আমি কইতাম বলে দিছি। আপনারা যারা পর্দার সামনে আসুন বাত লাইক শেয়ার আর কমেন্ট। তো আমরা সাথে আরো আসুন আসমা খাতুন is watching. Assalamu alaikum Asma. We've also got Muhammad Ahmed Junaid, the CEO. He's always keeping an eye on me, just making sure I'm behaving. We've got Jahir Alam, my ex-colleague. Assalamu alaikum Baira, how are you? We've also got Islamuddin, my partner in crime, from the Silati Abdur fame. Hello. We've also got Shamim Ahmed. Thank lesson, UK drivers are the best in the world. Our roads are the safest place to drive. Thank you ভাইয়া। আমি আপনার কমেন্টের মাঝে একটু পরে আমরা মানে কনভারসেশন আমরা যাইমু। We've got my cousin Sitara Begum. Assalamu alaikum.
She's a driving instructor as well.
Yeah. Well, you know, he spoiled it. I was going to shundur.
Carry on. I'm sorry.
No,
Carry on.
You killed my mojo, bro. Yeah, we're going to get back to you, Sitara.
Yeah.
I'll do a nice little shout out, even though your brother spoiled it. We've got Shami Mahmoud Arohuida. At present, we have too many cars on the road and middle lane hoggers. Yes, we do. Ita, again, Amra will touch on that. Abul Azad is watching. Assalamu alaikum. Johir Raihan Jewel. Khub pala onustan. Thank you very much. Dhanyabad.
Thank you.
Dilwarusin Shibli is watching. Assalamu alaikum, bro. So, excuse me. We're going to go back into the conversation. Amra to otitar hota machi.
Yeah.
Ita was a touching khortam bo. Je uze afne jo kuchla za Datsun.
Yes. Yes.
I remember, you know, like I grew up in a flat complex of, I think it was 27 flats.
Wow.
Out of 27 flats, amra flat er maze asil mona 6টা gari. 6টা na 7টা gari. And even then, you know, like I think 4 of them belonged to Shadavanchil gari asil.
I was going to say, I thought you were going to say it belongs to one house or something.
No.
Some.
Yeah, no.
Like now it does.
Yeah. I remember my dad's car. Well, actually, I vaguely remember. I can't remember whether it was a Cortina or something.
What colour was it?
It was
Pink.
black. It was black.
Wow.
Now, I can't 100%
Cortina
remember.
and Datsuns were quite popular.
Yeah, I think it was a Cortina.
I remember that.
It was a Ford.
Wow, I
It was a
remember the
tank.
Cortina.
Do you remember?
I remember
The big
Cortinas.
luxury cars
Luxury
then.
cars
Yeah.
then.
And Arozinish, you know, do you remember that? You know, like mehman hola idea, you know, like tara van hola camper vans ba wata shmaita. Let's say I'm the mehman, you know, kutumo hola ita Birmingham tikya. I was born and raised in London, so Birmingham tikya jishman ba kutumo hola ita nani. It's like, you know, everyone like jam packed.
Yeah. We had no restriction. Yeah, no restriction, belts,
So,
nothing.
in a 12-seater car, there were like literally 24 people in there. Do you remember those days?
Yes,
Yep.
I remember.
You should put the safety ass in number. That's the
Do
problem.
you remember when the M1 was made?
I can't remember it,
Was
but
it in the 60s or something?
yeah, something round about that time. It's a long time ago.
It
I wasn't
is,
born
yeah.
then, bro.
But what were the taxis? What were they like?
Taxis.
The cabs
They
in
had
London.
the
The cabs in
they
London
had the black
City.
ones.
Yeah,
they
the
did
TX.
have
Hackney.
TX
Hackney,
track
Hackney,
cabs.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
okay.
Hackney.
Yeah, the
They didn't have the
carriages.
private ones, not many.
No,
There was a-
private I'm not sure.
I can't remember him.
I think the private one started, I think,
The early 80s.
mid-80s.
Yes,
Yeah.
it was in
Late
the early
80s.
80s.
Mid-80s.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So, I'm not, Kudumohol Zashonga Aitar came to visiting Horat. So, what we used to do-
Caravans.
Yeah, the caravans. And when we used to see them off, you know, all the kids from the same area, everyone used to chase after it, you know, like seeing it. Always like, yay, bye, bye. You know.
Probably because that's the only car on the street at the time.
Yeah.
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 I mean, I remember going back to the conversation to Mr. Rochdale Takhtai. That time আমরা গাড়ি আসিল না so when
Very
we
rare,
used to
yeah.
from Oldham আমরা রোচটেল যাইতাম যেদিন then holiday আইতো আমরা যে আনন্দ খুশি হইতো আমরা যে
Yeah,
রোচটেল
yeah, it's cool.
holiday যারা আমরা
I know.
holiday ওনে obviously বাংলা একজন খেজুর গাড়ি তাকাতে থারন্দে হাই কইরা আনলাই নিয়া দিবার লাগে আধা ঘন্টা 1 ঘন্টা লাগে যাইতে এই সময় বাইক তুই থইরা শেষ মাথা নষ্ট
Oh, yeah.
ছয়জন সাতজন কইরা নেন যে আমরা 10 জন গাড়ির মধ্যে বইরা লইয়া গেলা রোচটেল যে খুশি যে আমরা হলিডে আইছি আল্লাহ দুই হাত
You're telling people literally sick
Yeah.
on everyone.
Yeah.
আমরা
Talking of bikes with the cars, there was the chopper bikes then.
chopper bike.
I used to have one.
Don't talk about chopper
We
bike.
shared our
Chopper
chopper
and
bikes.
I meant what you said
On
about.
BMX bikes. Oh.
Well, BMX, I couldn't afford it. I
I'm
must
trying to
admit.
say,
Chopper
refer
and
to
drifter.
phrase, the sickness.
Yeah.
Bike
Car
bombing,
sickness.
yeah. So
Yeah,
people literally vomiting.
Yeah.
Vomiting over each other. I remember when I was on the coach in the 80s, I was very 9 or something. My car, alhamdulillah, bless her, she had a black fur. She had a black fur. She had a black fur coat.
It was full of sick.
Oh.
It was full of sick.
Sorry.
Viewers, excuse Rosie.
I need a drink now.
I'm staying away from her.
That's it.
Sorry. Okay, I literally sick on her car.
Oh dear.
Oh my God. Oh God. I said, oh, I felt so guilty. She goes, I said, don't worry, my love. Oh, I felt so guilty. I literally stick on her.
I've also do you also remember? I'm just a gari madam I tell you time
Yeah.
was a cloth use horta seat cover seat covers you
Yeah.
seat cover a auto boy horto. Do you remember it?
Yeah.
Why?
It was because
It was common.
Oh, leopard one, especially the leopard
Yes,
ones.
yes.
Yeah,
It's
okay.
the Asian and her favorite asilita.
yeah,
Leopard skin.
that's because because of many cars Silona. That's why, because of the one
What,
that
leopard
many
skin?
everybody wanted to keep it clean,
Yeah.
tidy, so that in the avenue it stood up, and it was. You always used to polish it.
Yeah, but
I know.
to keep it shiny all the time. I remember.
Cooking oil.
While you're on the subject of the cars, you probably noticed, well I have anyway, the driveways were made into cul-de-sacs, so
Yeah.
because they hardly had any cars.
True.
I mean nowadays the cul-de-sac needs to be bigger, and because there's like 3 cars to one
They
family.
never planned for that.
No, they didn't
eventuality.
plan it, so
It was
the
like exciting
development
fun.
was
well,
Yeah.
that's what I find it because
very
I
difficult
teach,
now. Very difficult.
and some of the roads you go onto
you
and you
can't.
drive in, you cannot
No,
physically park a car there
true.
and
yeah.
leave it. You can't. It's
No, you
impossible.
can't. It is.
Also, what we've seemed to find nowadays is park cars on either side on a cul-de-sac.
Well, each house
What
probably
happens-
has about three
Yeah.
cars.
So
to
what
a
happens
house.
if an emergency vehicle wants to get through?
Exactly.
Tough.
No
It's-
chance.
Yeah.
You've not got a chance
So
of going
I'm
in.
going to read a few more comments before we move on to the next era. Shami Mahmuda Huida, my granddad was the youngest Bengali driver in Oldham. Go on. What was Dada's name? Pop it in, we'll give him a big shout out. Sitara Begum Huida, you're right. We were tough back then. We faced all weathers, didn't ask for a lift from anyone. She was referring back to, like when we went to school in all sorts of weathers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old days, yeah.
We've got Latif Mia is watching as well. Assalamu alaikum Latif Bhai. Bushra Akhtar, Assalamu alaikum. Hi everyone. Hi from, and then I think she pressed enter, and we didn't get where she's from.
This is Bushrakta. This is another colleague of mine.
Oh,
who's
right.
in the driving industry as well.
Oh, right, okay.
So if you want a female instructor, there she is.
Okay, happy
Well
days.
done.
Give her a wave. Hiya.
We've got a viewer here who says Manchester has become a disgrace for traffic. Thank you, Bilal. I'm sure it has as well. Let's see what we can do about that. Get some cars off the street.
We'll probably have to plan another program to see what actions we can take on the issues that come out of this show.
Yeah.
Diwan Choudhury is watching. Assalamu alaikum Diwan. Rashid Ali is Latif Mia from Scunthorpe.
Right.
Samuel Momin, I think.
Yeah, Samuel Momin, yeah.
Emin,
Momin,
I would say it's Momin.
yeah.
I think they were charging him by the letter, that's why he's dropped the
Yeah.
O.
Probably has.
Yeah.
I probably took the money off him. That's
Did you?
one of my learners.
Ah,
Well,
right.
he was my learner. He's actually passed a few weeks ago.
Go on.
So congratulations to you.
Congratulations.
And thank you for texting in.
Yeah. Right, Sitara Begum Huida, do you remember the old cars used to have a choke or something?
Yeah.
I went in
Yeah.
one with my
Yeah.
brother when I was a kid. I didn't know what it was, what
Yeah.
the guy was selling, was talking about. Yeah. Once upon a time, on a cold morning, you had to pull the choke,
Yeah.
and essentially the choke is like a little flap,
Yeah.
allowing extra air to come into your carburetor.
That's right, yeah.
No, extra fuel.
I've been corrected,
Fuel.
naughty boy.
Fuel going into the carburetor to keep it going.
Keep it going.
But
Fair
nowadays
enough.
it's all automatic now, so you don't have to. I'm an ex-driving
Manual.
car mechanic.
Manual.
So
Fair enough. Fair
Manual then.
enough.
Manual.
now it's all
It's automatic.
automatic now.
Yeah.
What about
I
these
have-
ones when they have to start the move?
You can't do all them. Got bad backs.
I
what
remember
they-
when I used to do driving, the manual, and it's like gear control, and then you get this noise, and then you're stiff.
That's because you haven't put your
the
foot
clutch
down.
down.
And then I remember I had an Irish instructor. He was talk about Ireland all the time, all the way on driving. And he says to me, Rosie, if it's in you, it's in you. If it's not, it's not. You know, when I was driving, and I didn't like the gear control, the gear, and it's stiff. And now you got the automatic now.
At least now, you know, like on those ones, you know, that was extended levers. You had to really put your foot down on the clutch,
and all the
make
noises.
sure it's in, and then if it's slightly on the biting point and not quite on the floor, it would go.
Make a funky
Exactly.
noise. Are you driving now, though?
I feed the road actually.
Well, the best thing to do for you, go automatic.
Yeah.
It's got no clutch. It's not going to make any noise, no whatsoever.
I think a couple of years back, if you made a lot of noise, you'll have those points that you can't drive. I mean, pass your test.
That's because you're not using the controls right. Because if you can't have clutch control, then you're literally a hazard to yourself. Because you know, let's say you're trying to stop at a giveaway and your clutch isn't fully in, and you're literally trying to crawl. That means oncoming traffic could hit you. Yeah. So I don't blame these instructors, but since we've got an instructor with us, we'll get into details later on. I'm just going to read a few more comments before we actually go back into our conversation. Rashid Al-Diyahuida, Assalamu alaikum everyone, great show, keep up the good work, PVTV, thumbs up. Thank you Rashid Bhai. Islamuddin Huida, Salam Bhai. Salam Bhai. Crime in partner. It's actually the other way around. Partner in crime. Nice and interesting program. Thank you very much. Latif Bhaiya, salam everyone. Love the shirt. Blends in with the background. I know. Tara amalo kitalagi dushmoni kore bro. I don't understand. You know, it's like even if I'm wearing a yellow shirt, they're gonna have a yellow background. If I'm wearing a green shirt, then I'm transparent. You just can't win with these guys.
Yeah, but Amar Khoila is a blue shirt.
Oh yeah, talking about that, right? You know, like even he's wearing blue, and I didn't tell him in advance. Did I tell you wear blue?
Yeah, you did.
Last time I said
come
don't
on,
wear
guys.
green.
Come on.
Me Amar Khoila
blue.
Why are you to me shorma? They are you to me blue finger.
Is there
blue?
She's
got blue on. She's got blue on. So my fault.
No, we haven't been told. We just imagined it. We just wore what we.
Nah, if I am talking
wearing blue outfit.
Thank you for supporting me, ladies.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Did we get paid for that?
Later, probably.
Samuel Mumin saying, great driving lessons, Rob. Thanks for the helping me get the pass.
Really?
Is there something dodgy going on?
No dodgy, no.
Put it in the comments. We need to sort of get the message out there. You know, if it's a dodgy gate.
He's passed.
It's easy for me to pass.
So we've got Royal TKJ all the way from the US of A. Assalamu alaikum, bro. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you. Assalamu alaikum for joining us.
We've got Jackson Mia, our regular viewer. We've got Helen Sultana Mia. Some people think it's okay to park anywhere on the road with the hazard lights on, dropping kids off, and it causes so much chaos. And I think it only happens in the Asian areas. That, Helen, we are going to actually talk about, because I've got a few things about bad driving habits, and that definitely falls in a bad driving habit. Hazard light is for what the title says, for hazards. If you break down, you use your hazards. Hazards shouldn't be used for an excuse to drop someone off. The zigzaggy lines, you know, they're not for stopping. They're literally meaning, you know, keep clear. So we're going to go into further details, and you know, I'm going to get my bro to actually sort of go into details about some things that we commonly do without actually realizing, and you know, not actually sort of putting much emphasis in it, and how dangerous it could be for other road users. Amdad Bodruddin Khan is watching. Assalamu alaikum, sir. Thank you for joining us. Amdad Royal TKJ Huida. Hello, salam, brothers and sisters. Walaikum salam. Mustafizur Rahman is watching. Nepo Choudhury, my classmate, is watching. Assalamu alaikum, Nepo. Yusuf Ali is watching, our tech guy. Assalamu alaikum. Shamim Ahmed is saying, I remember the joke, and he's laughing so much he's crying. It came up on my theory test. I'm sure it did. Shafi Khan is watching. Assalamu alaikum, Shafi Bhai. Koyesmia, salam Rob Dulls.
Dulawa is trying to say.
Kitaba, is Facebook charging by the letter now as well? Right,
I hope not. It'd be wrong.
We've also got Mujahid Khan is watching, the man from the coffee show.
Yep.
Khanko, Assalamu alaikum Khan Sahab. They all know him.
Yep. Batija.
Who's that one?
Mr. Khan.
Mr. Khan.
From Coffee with Khan.
Coffee with Khan.
Oh, right. I've seen it.
Yes. Shami Mahmoud Huidaro, I'm not generalizing, but this is a fact. Women are bad drivers.
Whoa, you're being sexist here.
Back to that.
Women, let me have something to say here. Women are the safest.
It's alright.
Hey,
We'll come back to this
Being
question
fair here.
Right.
about. I will prove them wrong.
Right, okay. You know what? I actually started reading this and I couldn't put my handbrake on, emergency brake on. So, sorry.
Yeah.
I think my mental MOT is, you know,
Just
way
expired.
expired. Jackson Mia Huida, Faison ni, Tarar Bafor, Khali Rasta. Oh no. Oh, the driving says Zemne Muncha Korea Lagi, Nani? Okay. Right, Bustam
Good one.
Barsi. You know, it can get a bit frustrating. Islam Bhaiya Huida, both of you smile at the same time, please, so I can see you.
Right.
Show
What kind
the
of feels?
teeth.
Shiny teeth.
Show teeth.
You got.
Pose. No, that's disgusting. No. Please.
You're like Cookie Monster there.
Right, okay.
That looks like Cookie Monster.
Right,
Embarrassment. You men, really.
It's
Well,
my
you did
job.
ask.
It's my job.
Well done.
Right.
Shamin Talukdar
Better get them
really
on.
nice program. Thank you very much. I'm Fazal Choudhury Dehra Roshan. Thank you, Assalamu alaikum bhai sahab. Thank you for joining us. Islamuddin over there, it's very annoying when they park where they shouldn't park. Yes, Islam bhai, we're gonna go on to that very soon.
Okay, yeah.
Sitara Begum is fighting back with a vengeance. Whoa! I don't think women are bad drivers. I think there's bad driving habits in both
Thank
men
well
and
said,
women.
sister.
People are
You
too
didn't
complacent. Yes. Sitara, I'm going to let this fella, answer that very shortly. Right, okay. Let's see. Islamuddin Bhaiya Huida, Michelle is a great...
Michelle is one of our school friend.
I don't even know what that means. Grange 89 class.
G89. It's in group 89 class.
Guys, don't abbreviate so much that it becomes obscene. You don't know what it's about. But Michelle, hiya Michelle,
Hi, Michelle.
G89 classmate. I hope you understand what that cryptic message meant, because I have no idea.
I definitely do.
Fair enough, mate. He's saying, say hello to her. Hello,
Hi.
Michelle. Hi.
Michelle.
Right, Helen Sultana Mia Huida is very dangerous, especially in front of primary school. One person stops with the hazard, and then it builds up, and when there's parents trying to cross the road with kids, etc. Yes, onek durghotana hol gorse. Again, inshallah, we're going to touch on that in a moment. Abdulaziz is watching from Bangladesh. Assalamu alaikum, Abdulaziz.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Right, okay, let's see. Shunara Begum is saying, Salam everyone, keep up the good work and keep us laughing. We'll try our level best. And, let's do the laugh again and eyeballs.
No.
Right.
This is for you, Shunara.
This is hilarious.
Let's see. Dilwasi Shibli is saying, very good topic. Thank you very much. Abdulaziz Holder, Salam Dison.
Thank you.
Bushra Akhtar is saying, come on, bro. We are the safe driver. Oh, go on.
She is. I'm with them.
You opened a can of worms, mate. I'm telling you. Right, so we're going to move on with the thingy. And guys, whatever you do, hit the like button. If we make you laugh, put the laugh button on.
Yeah.
If you're loving it, da 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 da.
Choose your best
If you're
emojis.
loving it, hit the heart.
Yeah.
If I'm making you furious, hit the angry button. You know the score.
Yeah, come on, viewers.
Share.
You know.
Share the love. Let others have a laugh. Let others be informed. Share, like and comment. I've got Tahira Begum as well watching. Assalamu alaikum, Tahira Begum from down south. It was her birthday yesterday, so are we doing a happy birthday?
Yep.
Yep, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Tahira. Happy birthday to you.
Hip hip bum.
Hooray!
Mr. Rahman Ahida, come on the road, very good program. Tell us some information how we keep safe on road. Inshallah, we very shortly.
Yeah.
Shamim Talukdar, women drivers are always driving left lane. Why? Because in England, we do drive on the left side.
He must drive on the right, him.
He's probably from the States.
Probably.
Are you from the States or somewhere in Europe? Let us know, brother. Tara Begum, thank you, son. She's laughing so much, she's crying. Please don't cry. Tara Begum, she's shocked. Anyway, right, so moving on.
Can I just say something?
Indeed.
Yeah. You know, why people are always annoyed if you live on the same street, neighbours, and they park so imagine I park my car opposite Shahana, and obviously I don't want her to be annoying or happy, whatever, but you do get a lot of people. Please do not park in front of my doorstep.
Yeah. There's a good reason behind that, because let's say, for example, if my driveway can accommodate 2 cars on the driveway itself, and then across the driveway another car, that means that I can accommodate 3 cars on my own designated property. Whether I own the property or whether it's rented, you know, that's irrelevant, but because it's my house, I pay for the privilege. It's only right that I can access it when I want to get in, when I want to get out. Now, when people block you or drive into your own driveway, I don't mind, providing that they're the first ones in and they're the last ones out. Because if I drive in behind you, let's use you as an example. You're driving into my driveway. You're the first one in. I drive in. I come back from work. I drive in right behind you. And after that, you know, like later on, you know, you're thinking, oh, I need to get out. Now I'm let's say I'm fast asleep. I have to wake up to move my car, to move your car, and then put my car back in its place. I can see why that sort of thing can be annoying. Or if you're just blatantly blocking, you know, even if it's like, you know, 2 inches, you're blocking my driveway by 2 inches. That means I have to, you know, like either scrape my other side of the car against the bollard or something. And I can understand that.
I think
my point is, I might not have
no driveway.
Have a driveway, but there is no access for me to park anywhere else. So it's just a short time for an hour, and then you get people so annoyed. Oh no, they look out your window. Well, they look out through the window. Knock. Hello, just remove it.
Have you not thought about knocking on the door and asking, can I leave it there for
courtesy?
Courtesy, yes. I would do that, yes. But you get some people so annoyed, and maybe neighbours, and sometimes I understand, but you know, like sometimes it's a bit of a squeeze, and you got nowhere to park, and then their car is not there, and then obviously, if I had a car, I'd remove it. I want to do it often, but I know some people are really annoying.
Last week I was going to the doctors, and I was trained because our doctors are always busy, and there's always so many cars, and there's so many driveways that you've got to leave a lot of space. So there's hardly any space to park your car. Then all of a sudden I thought, oh, this is where I'm going to park because there's some space. And I see lovely 5 little plant pots right in front on the road. Plants growing there, and I'm thinking, how come? Have I come to the doctors or have I come to a garden centre? Now, you know, somebody's actually, I know they're probably annoyed, like Rosie said, and they want their drive. It's not on the driveway, it's a road. They've actually blocked the road with plant pots. No, they put actually the plant pot outside on the road. So that they can't even park on that side. And there's only few amount of space in that particular area. Anyway, I thought, okay, that's fine. So I moved on and then parked it somewhere else. And I had an appointment the next 2 days later, so I went down again, and I'm thinking, I'm going to see what's happened to that space because I need the space, nothing. Then I looked, there's no plant pots. It's been removed. I'm sure there's been viewers, you know, you all know that probably people have been annoyed. They've told their neighbour off and, you know, moved the plant pot because the road belongs to everybody.
It could be like, you know, like some people put cones in front of their
That's
driveway.
right, because you see a lot of that.
Yeah, that's because sometimes, you know, they've either applied to the council to actually get road signs made for disabled access, and some people actually use cones, or people get so fed up of people just parking in front of them, so it makes it impossible for them to enter their driveway or exit their driveway to go to work or go wherever. Or even if it's a disabled need for a disabled person, people I've seen, you know, they've used cones.
Yeah, they have.
And sometimes, you know, মানুষ আসলে আস্তে fed up হয়ে যায়. Anyway, so moving forward, we've got Shaukat Hashmi is watching, Maulana Fakhrul Islam is watching, Raju Ahmed is watching. Assalamu alaikum, guys. Latif Bayar, okay, I'll try again. Are women drivers better than men? He's going to answer that. I'm going to stay clear of that one.
Oh, yeah.
Tahira Begum, a question posed her. My question is, why are we always in a hurry on the road, especially brothers? I think I'm going to open the floor to you, Abdur.
Right, well, there is no... the difference is, I think the men drivers, like the earlier question you had, is women drivers...
Yeah, you might want to address that. Yeah.
I think I disagree with the brother about women drivers are bad drivers. They're not bad at all. They are one of the safest drivers on the road.
Thank you.
Very, very safe. Statistically, they're the best drivers.
You heard me,
they do actually plan their route better than the men does. When the lady there asking the question, why is men driving faster?
They're in a hurry.
They're always in a hurry. They get in the car, they don't think much, just drive. They don't get anywhere faster.
Yeah.
But the difference between the ladies and the men, the ladies plan a little bit better than
they're more
us.
sensible drivers.
I wouldn't say sensible, they're all sensible in their own ways.
Driving on the
So
road.
they are, sister, now you're going off the topic. They're both safe drivers, it's just one likes to take their time, see what's going on, and then deal with it. Where the men, we seem to tend to just get in here and drive
I think it depends. I've been driving for 30 years. I think it depends on the individual, really.
Yeah.
But I do get very frustrated when I'm doing my mile, limit.
We've got a call just come in. Hello, caller. Where are you calling from? Hello, assalamu
alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum.
Rahmatullahi barakatuh. Am I on live, brother?
Yes, you are.
Okay, thank you very much indeed. Salam to you all.
Well, salam.
Can I ask you a question, please, brother?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Do you think, especially...
I can't hear you, sorry. Say again.
Any ladies, do you think they should take more lessons?
Sorry, we didn't hear you. Say again.
Driving test. To get more experience before they go on the road.
Stop, brother. Rewind and repeat.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes, brother, one question
Yeah.
to the instructor, Abdur. Can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
Oh, okay. You know, ladies, especially our Asian ladies on the road, they do panic. Do you think they should take more lessons, you know, as to get the nervousness out of the system so they don't cause any more trouble, any accident on the road?
Sorry, I didn't get that. So,
Do they get nervous?
Yeah, to be honest with you, I couldn't understand either.
Something about
women drivers becoming nervous. I think we should stop taking live calls because the system is so poor at the moment. We need to iron out the problems, the equalization, and so on. Guys, viewers, please, until we have the phone system sorted, I think we're gonna take the phones off because we can't understand a single word that was just said. But from what we gathered, the brother's question, we didn't even get the brother's name or where he called from. But the brother's question was that do sometimes women find that during their travels, you know, sometimes they panic and then either slow down or road hog. I think that's the gist of the
that
idea.
they're nervous.
Nervous.
I think when it comes to nerve things, I think again it's a touchy subject.
It is.
Everybody's different at driving, so you probably find that when the men are driving, like I said earlier on, they're actually they don't think, they don't plan, they just drive. They think because we're men, we could deal with that. Where the women are a bit more reserved and think about what they're doing and dealing with the road. So we men seem to think that the ladies are nervous. They're not nervous.
I'll just touch on that when you said, viewers, when you said about nervousness. I mean, I'm not, from my point of view, Rob was saying that, as he was saying that they're not nervous. It's true. I do get nervous. I'll tell you when I'm driving 30 miles an hour, the road is 30 miles or 40 miles, somebody behind me is trying to take over, flashing lights at me. That's when I get nervous.
That's a very good answer, this one.
You know, and that's what you might think sometimes the ladies are nervous. It's not that. It's just that I know I'm on the right lane, I'm doing the right speed, but you know, someone is in such a hurry that they would, you know, constantly, you know, flash lights at you, and that does make you nervous. And I don't know whether to turn left or right or go straight, but I just stick to my
Can I just you know, intervene here? You know, just you are insured, aren't you?
Oh yes, definitely.
I would recommend you slam on the brakes.
Well,
no, slam on the brakes, because if by law, the road user behind you should leave enough ample space to brake.
Yeah.
If it's a 30-mile, you know, like road, they should leave at least one vehicle space behind.
They shouldn't, which is in a dry condition, should be 2 second gap.
2 second gap.
2 second gap. They must leave.
The chevrons,
and there's always a problem we get as driving instructors on the road. You could imagine we got learners in the car, very, very nervous, and then the vehicles behind. And that's what the brothers were saying, that why did they drive? Somebody's, like you said, they're too close to you, so you get very nervous.
You do.
So very nervous. So what do you do? It doesn't make it any better.
It doesn't. I've seen them. They get stuck at the traffic light. So I'm thinking, why did you go so fast? Made me go in another lane. I only do it. I stay in the same lane, but it drives me nuts that I want to get out of my car and say something or do something.
I mean, off topic, I would strongly recommend you have a baseball glove and a baseball hand in your thing. And
I don't recommend that.
No, forget him. Forget him. I'm recommending.
Are you recommending?
Yeah.
I should keep a baseball.
Nice suka high heel.
Can I also mention, you know, the zebra crossing? You want to believe, because I do a lot of walking. And I see pedestrians, it's not their fault, drivers, you're supposed to stop at, you know, the zebra crossing. Slow down. No, they actually literally go past you. And then it is dangerous because for children, and there isn't, it's zebra crossing. They actually, and when they do stop, it's halfway on the line, on the zebra lining. And that is very frustrating.
They cross the white line. No, your bumper should be way behind you.
Way behind, and they don't know. They don't like stopping.
You know where the problem lies on that.
Yeah.
Remember, the people do not know how to use the crossings properly.
That's
where the problem is. They don't know how to use them. Not just zebra crossing, but you've got other crossings as well. You've got pelican crossing, you've got puffin crossing, equestrian crossings. And they don't know how to deal with them. So they basically, what's happening is they're not aware of what's happening around them. They're just driving.
Yeah, but they'll learn all this one before they pass the test.
You see, there's a difference.
Sloppy
I'm just going to intervene here. For the pedestrians out there, just because there's a crossing doesn't mean that you put your foot on the road. You need to stand, wait, observe, and then cross.
Remember when we were younger, we were taught, look, listen.
Look and listen.
Think.
Left.
The green cross.
Yes.
The green cross man.
I remember that when I was younger.
I love the music, the green cross code.
That's right.
Was it like a bit like Duracell? Do do do. Anyway.
Not exactly like that.
No, well, okay, I can't remember. You know, I'm getting on. Bushrak tara huide kita. Bushrak tara huide. Request to all road users, don't follow learners very close. They start they start to panicking and make more mistakes. Remember, you were a learner one day too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
That's what we're talking about, is driving too close.
Yeah.
But I would suggest to people who have just learned to drive and they're actually new on the road to actually put the sticker, the green learning sticker, because that does help a bit. People knowing it's a lot more safer, especially if you're first time on the road, and you know it takes a bit of time to know the roads and all that, and you know nobody knows that you just passed your test. So you know I would stick to. I think that worked for me, and I'm sure it works for a lot of people.
Yeah,
it just doesn't make you nervous. Then people know that you are a new driver. You know.
Yeah, you follow that. Yeah.
Yeah, just quick acknowledgement. It's like we're getting so many comments, and if you don't engage the viewers, they're like.
Yeah, carry on.
So I'm gonna mention you guys' name and read out your comments, providing they're relevant. Shahana, ladies are nervous drivers. Oh, you're digging
really
a hole
digging
here,
a hole. This one.
You know, Choudhury
Not
is
agree
watching.
with that one.
Not happy with that one.
Yeah. That's it.
Depends.
If they ever see you on the road, you've had it, mate. You've had it.
I tell you what, come here.
Salik Mir is watching. Assalamu alaikum, Salik Bhai. Sitara Begum has added, he said, do women need more lessons if they're nervous? Yes. Yes. Anyone that isn't confident enough, they need more lessons to build confidence. Arakta pass plus of the
right.
Yeah,
the ADI is something else, but
further down.
Further on, that's for instructors. But the Pass Plus one actually does cover it, but they're more to rural roads and motorways to build up a lot of confidence. But if any of the viewers out there that has passed and they're a bit nervous or they've not been behind the wheel for a good while, then what they're better off doing is find an instructor, tell them that you've not drove for a while, and then go with them on the road and work what areas you're actually struggling with, and work with them to get that confidence back up.
Once we're actually on taking instruction, obviously season season, and you get black ice. Black ice is a dangerous, very dangerous thing, because once you're on black ice, if you hit the brakes, the momentum amplifies, and you're better off just not braking and just gliding across. Now, on spins, and the same can apply. It's hydrofoiling. Same applies with surface water as well. When you're driving on, quite at fast speeds. So, for example, motorway, same problem.
Same problems.
Sometimes I've known someone is at a pretty heavy car, and he hydrofoiled from one lane to the central reservation, and it spun. And because of his car being a pretty tough car, the firefighters had to actually cut him out of the car. So, do you have any tips on winter driving?
The winter driving, right? Okay, all depends really on the weather. Like the weather we had today, it was quite bad. Heavy rain outside.
Very foggy.
And a weather like this, I would tell the viewers to actually slow the speed down a bit. Make sure they've got the lights on. And the ones what people don't seem to do a lot is the wiper blades. They don't get any wiper blades on them. So they leave the old ones on for a good while, and you see that when they're wiping it, streaks everywhere, and there's nothing there. So put the wipers on.
So you have to bob up and down.
Also,
to try and get a good
keep a good distance from the car in front. Which is about a 4-second gap again. They recommend.
So it's like nearly 3 cars.
3 cars. Keep a good gap, and that's when you need to really concentrate on the road. Be aware and plan your journey. Where you're going. If it's darker, put the lights on. Especially the new vehicles got the European law now. The light comes on automatically anyway. But if they don't, put the lights on. Take your time and pay a bit more attention. If you have got radio on and it's loud, turn it down a bit.
So you're more
aware of what's happening, because you want to get let's make that the driving part. People think things are burden. I think it's It's brilliant.
It's a tool.
It's a tool. It opens up a big horizon.
It's
Just
a
imagine.
facilitator.
Yeah.
It allows you to
Travel places
from
where you
one place
to
to another with, you know, like either people or, you know, like samanalui, as I would say. And the idea is, you know, like, you know, Moila driver hall, Oneshma Tara Shocheton, Tara Mane timing, Tara Agaloga Tara timing Horon, Huida Sinda does okay, I mean, eyes, Oldham Taki, for example, Oldham Taki in Manchester, time hotushoma lage, say about 20-25 minutes, depending on the road condition, how to busy. Oneshma Mane Amarzana moto, you know, some people actually set off 10 minutes earlier. Anticipating any abruptions, like for example traffic jam and so on and so forth. So
I do that. I always do at least half an hour.
Timing it. Yeah, you better off timing it.
You've got to also make them aware that you know, mobile phones are very dangerous. So keep up the mobile. And if you don't have to go on the road, I mean, my suggestion is don't go on the road.
Yeah, I mean, sometimes
it's not
some calls are unavoidable. So, for example, let's say, right, if my son or my daughter or my wife were to call, I would class that as a priority over, you know, even Abdur calls me, I'll ignore it because it's not going to be an emergency, more than likely. And if
How do you know?
How do you know?
How do you know?
Leave a message.
It's too late
that
then.
might be too
Leave
late.
a message after the beep.
Oh, it's beep, all right.
Yeah. So, in those situations, you're always better off having a hands-free kit. If you need to answer it, a Bluetooth kit or a car kit. You've got Apple Play and Android.
The best word there, Samba, you know, when you said about the hands-free kit, again, on the bad weather or icy weather, I would personally, like the sister said earlier on, switch the thing off, throw it in the back seat somewhere, and just concentrate on what you're doing. Get to the place you want. Leave this thing alone. This is dangerous, this thing.
The key
That gets into a lot of
is
trouble.
just plan yourself ahead.
Plan your journey.
When I go on long journeys with my friends and they drive, because I don't like driving long and I can't drive long journeys, I get nervous because of those trucks that fly back by you, and it's like, whoa, there's a big, massive, big wind, and it scares me, honestly, it really does. I always make sure that I'm awake with my friends or family, because I keep them talking, because, you know, sometimes I see that they can fall asleep on the wheel, you know, and keep a lot of fresh air rather than hot. So that's, you know, that's quite...
What I used to do, one handy tip, and this is a handy tip for everyone who's watching. I've now done the long journey zainani. Have some chews. Chews as in, they could be, you know, like fruity chews or chewing gum. Scientifically, literally speaking, scientifically, it is impossible to fall asleep while chewing. So I use the technique. I used to I used to work in Isle of Wight. So Rochester থেকে Isle of Wight যেতে আমার 5.5 ঘন্টা লাগতো. Non-stop driving there, and then, you know, do my stuff, come back non-stop. Not even a break.
You know what we have found, and this goes to Bushra, Sitara, and Jasmine. I've not seen her on it yet. It's when I teach, and what I found some of my learners when they're a bit nervous, I always keep chewing gum with them. And if you give them chewing gum, that concentration level goes up.
It does.
It really goes up, and they're actually. And when you ask them, so how do you feel now?
It's scientifically
you're concentrating because you're doing something. You're chewing away. It keeps you alert. I don't know how. It does. But it works with my learners all the time. And they always find it, and you ask them, how is it they got?
That's probably I've not done that one, but I do find talking to them is, you know.
Well, you can, but I don't know if you pan.
Pan, no, I used to. I don't need to anymore.
Have pan with you.
Even fun. Anything, if you're chewing, you know, like fruity chews, or, you know,
chocolate's good.
No good
Chocolate's good.
Chocolate
good for you, gives you energy.
I mean, not necessarily crisps or anything, but
well, I'm just on the
no samosas.
No samosas.
No rice.
No fries then.
You might drop that stray pea somewhere, and then, you know, start, you know, like looking around, and then it's like, God forbid. Anyway, I'm going to quickly mention one comment particularly caught my attention, and it's from Salik Miabai. He goes, some people are thinking what to put in the hood kishira whilst driving. Bro, only you would come up with that.
Why not?
Oh,
I really like to know who are those drivers.
Why not?
Tahira Begum Huida, sorry to say, but I have experienced new drivers, especially girls, are a bit more nervous as new drivers. Yes. To be honest with you, as road users, road users there see. I'm not actually over awareness to house. I'm going to pass green or red, badge dikiata, noya driver. We need to give them space. We need to consider, because another bit that we're going to talk about next is, I'm not already I'm but let's not forget, learner aslam. And thinking back when we passed, there wasn't as much traffic as there is now. However, people were considerate, because was in tailgating day. I was on a tailgating to the Quranani. Obviously, you're going to get nervous because you're constantly overthinking. Yeah. You're thinking, oh no, am I in the wrong lane? Am I in the right lane? Am I going too slow? And then shall I speed up? Yeah. Oh, flash to the mari there.
That's very.
When you're overthinking, it can cause accidents. So that's why I say, right, if providing that you guys are insured and there is someone tailgating, slam the brakes on. If you're insured, they are in the wrong. And to be honest with you, do it only if it's an absolute necessity.
Yeah.
I would turn around and say, if you are going to do that, don't slam the brakes on. Just put it on gently. Just give him a warning. Yeah. Put the brakes on, very slightly. Just tap it. Yeah. Come off it. Give it a few times instead of slamming the brakes on. You don't want brand new vehicle smashed into you.
I don't move lane because I know I'm on 40 or I'm on 30. Yeah. So I sometimes I say, do whatever you want to do. You want to be behind me,
just stick out.
Take over. I just stick and stay in that lane. Yeah, and I think it makes the men drivers more
that's
nervous
the best policy
that way.
Yeah. I know some people like yourself. You said you feel reserved, you stay calm, but you get some people. They just press the horn, and they go. What's she doing? She's she's stiff.
Also, also the best thing to do, what a lot of people, drivers are doing this at the moment now, is dash cams.
Yeah.
Have one on the front and have one on the back, so if there is something happens, it's all recorded. We've had an incident today with one of our instructors. Somebody's hit him from behind. He missed one and then he hit another one. Another vehicle came in and hit him. Thank God for that. They're both okay.
Can everybody have one?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
So you could have one.
You can buy
and
one.
And it could record.
They'll fit it in for you.
They're about, if you get a decent one, they're about
40 odd quid.
Half decent one, about £40 just the front. But you could
that's
have a
quite
proper
nice
one.
To know, viewers. Yeah. Take it all in. Yeah, that's quite nice.
Right. So we're gonna move on. I mean, there is a lot of comments, and I've already been notified from the control room. 1 minute they're saying read the comments, the next you only have 5 minutes left, so I'm not going to read any comments, so I'm looking away from the screen, and we're going to talk about when we passed and the amount of traffic that we had. I would say when we passed there wasn't, definitely for sure, as far as I remember, because my street was still empty when I passed, and doing a comparison from then and now, in my house I've got 4 cars. So from a time when there was 1 car on average every 3 houses.
Yeah, or whole street.
I mean, okay,
with
going
me,
back to our Bafsasad
time,
for the whole street, our time 1 per 3 house on average, and now on a gore at least 4.
The other way around.
Everybody's got because everybody's busy now. Then everybody wants a car now. Everybody, because we've become very, very lazy on that side.
And then in some streets, it's like a pack of sardines.
That's why I was saying earlier on is when you go to some of the streets and people are parking cars on both sides. What about the emergency vehicles going through? They can't. They don't have room anymore. But also now you find them on pavements. But viewers, please leave the pavement. If you are going to park there, leave enough room for an emergency vehicle to go past.
Yeah.
Also, leave enough room for a double pram to go past as well on the pavement, because you don't want the
mainly
mothers going round.
users and buggy users.
They don't have room.
See, the thing is, you know, like I'm going to go back to where I'm from. Yeah. I'm from the Bethnal Green area originally, and when I drive down there, surprise, surprise, it's nice and tidy, because you need a permit to park.
Yep. Parking
now,
permit.
okay, parking permit kibanani kisuta congestion under relief horbo. Kisuta. But do you think, you know, like public transport can actually, you know, like sort of deal with our hustle and bustle? Or do you think that maybe, you know, in the future when new houses, new estates are being built, there should be more better planning? What's your views on that?
Well, I think the best way to do, and I've seen a lot now, the new houses are getting built, and they're having their own driveways. So what that's doing is off-street parking now. So it leaves the road a little bit empty, and if you do get for emergency services,
you know, like the garbage trucks and all that stuff, refuse.
Yeah, you get a lot of room. Like you said, we talked about mothers with prams and wheelchairs access and stuff like that, because the less cars are on the pavement and onto their own driveways. Plus, you don't have to fight with your neighbours anymore to park your car right in front of your house.
Yeah,
hallelujah.
exactly.
I used to have one when I was living in terraced house, and my next door neighbour wanted to park. He bought a car well after us, but he's one of them guys that I'm not going to name him.
No.
He had to park his car right in front of the window.
It's probably watching.
And he used to sit there. He used to sit there and look through the window if his car was still there. I don't know why. I think he was obsessed. But
what kind of car was it?
I forgot what it is, but what it is. If
obviously it wasn't that memorable.
Yeah, no, I didn't want to know him. I'm trying to ignore the guy, but it's just one of the instances like he's not going to have this problem anymore. So you don't have to fight with your neighbours anymore. You got your own space and do whatever you want.
So, you know, like moving onwards, I mean, moving forward, any planning that, you know, of housing developments, you know, they should really sort of take into consideration, because I'm going to talk about my town, Rochdale. I've been living in Rochdale for a better part of 30 plus years. I only came for a job, and I'm still here.
Have you found a job yet?
No.
Oh, right, okay.
Well, it was a decent job from what I used to do in Tower Hamlets, but yeah, I'm still here. But, you know, like
we've got the best town hall.
I know. The people are nice. I mean, look at that. You know, I've got my alpha, my bagnees.
Yeah, we've got the best town hall.
Yeah.
The clock tower is better than Big Ben.
You, brother?
Our clock tower, Mama, is better than Big Ben. I mean, Big Ben.
Big Ben.
Oh, Ben 10. Stop. Which alien shall I turn into now? Yeah. So what I was saying, you know, before, you know, about public transport.
Yeah.
I know a lot of people who have ditched their cars, who've given up driving, who are taking public transport, buses, trams, rail, even bicycle, because, you know, like in London, you know, I've seen, you know, bicycle, what do you call it?
Bicycle lane? No, they've got where they can hire the bicycles. Yeah, they can.
I know what you mean.
Dotted around, all around.
Yeah,
the
that's
city.
right. You can hire them now.
Yeah, I've seen them in Whitechapel. You know.
I've seen them around.
There's quite a few there.
There is, yes.
You just take a bike, go about your business,
and then park
back.
just drop it off.
Wherever you are.
Depot and
That's it. Yeah.
That's a good method. But I'm not Bazut, Nani, I'm not Manchester yet.
Not yet.
I think Manchester has also started a new scheme. I'm not 100% sure. I think I read about something in Manchester. They're thinking of making certain areas, you know, like only a walk zone.
For the public safety.
Yeah, for public safety, transport free.
Car sharing, that's what they need to do. Car sharing.
At the moment, I can't see that happening.
No, but some
What do you
areas
think?
some areas they have put like bollards and stuff like that.
Yeah, they have, yeah.
So that and they put a speed bumps, so that, you know, cars are actually driving slowly, so that, you know, the residents can get out about and no accidents happen.
Yeah,
so there has been a lot of improvement, but if we're not soon, I think Manchester will probably become like London. A bit of a danger zone. So we've got to all be careful that how we drive and how we do it. We're lucky to have a lot of space for cars these days, in Manchester, because I don't think I could live in London with all the, too much hassle and bustle with transport.
Then again, with transport, you see, there's literally a bus stop every 20 houses down.
Yeah.
There's a lot of transport.
Like I say, a lot of people that I personally knew, classmates, for example, they've ditched their own vehicles and they use public transport because surprise, surprise, they're on time. And they're plentiful as well. If you just miss one, no need to jog and get your heart rate up. Wait for the next one. It's only round.
It's like in Rochdale, Manchester Road, every 5 minutes. 17 bus cars.
You miss one, no worries. Grab the next one. It's not
like, very convenient.
Oh no, I'm doomed. I'll have to wait half an hour for the next one.
Get wet in the rain.
Yeah,
that's what we used to do.
So, Abdur, obviously, I would have liked to have a program where we can actually go into the technicalities of, driving, transport today, public transport and private transport. Driving techniques and tips to students, tips to drivers who have passed a long time ago. People like us, for example, jokingly, I was talking to another friend once and he was saying, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do... And I'm like, if I go to a test now, even though I'm quite safe, wouldn't pass. And
I think so. Me too. I agree with you that I don't think I would.
There's so much I would have loved to actually talk to you about. What I'm going to do, I'm going to have a separate program and talk about the technicalities of driving and the literal changes from the mid-80s to the current in terms of legislation and new things that have been introduced, i.e. the point system and various other changes that have happened since we passed. I'd really like to have another program with you if you're all right with that.
I'll be glad to.
I'll try and schedule you in say 1 or 2 shows later. You're all right with that?
Yeah, I'll be happy with that. No problem.
Happy days, viewers. Although what we've done here, we've just had a chit chat, shared some experiences about our own personal experiences using transport, other road users, and after kisu concerns, I'm going to try to address what I remember Tahira Begum asked a question, but we couldn't finish it because we had to take a phone call. And to be honest with you, that phone call we couldn't, totally understand because of it was probably a bad line or something. What we're going to do, we're going to have a specific topic-based program where we're going to go through various different points rather than having an open discussion. Because sometimes when we have an open discussion, it can get messy and we can go off track. In terms of me having a quick laugh, or in terms of you guys, interacting and I'm interacting, and then totally we end up talking about, how we plan to go to the moon.
Just on that, just touching on that.
Oh, going to the moon?
Yes, touching on that. We'll be there. We'll have flying cars.
All right, okay.
Just touching on that, I just want to just emphasise with everybody, please be careful when you park in winters here, especially near school, and just think seriously that dangerous driving for our sake, for the children's sake, because a lot of accidents happen in primary schools in front of the gates. So please, আপনারা যদি পারেন আরেকটা বাচ্চারা দেন আমরা এক্সারসাইজ হয় ভালো হয় and এটার জন্য স্বাস্থ্যের জন্য ভালো fresh air is very good for you and that nowadays like it's like very icy black ice on the road It's very, very dangerous. So just have some consideration for others as well, you know.
Yeah, especially where it actually says keep clear. There's a lot of one isn't exactly. There's a lot of cars in the morning when they park up, and it says keep clear, and they're all there.
Yeah.
And you see the kids running around.
We've all been there. I know we've done it.
What does keep clear mean? What does the zigzaggy line mean?
Zigzag line is telling you to keep off it.
Yeah.
Simple way to say it. Keep clear means keep clear. Don't park on it.
Not for a few seconds.
It's not for any time of the day. You keep that clear 24 hours.
These keep clear and zigzags appear before pedestrian crossing.
Pedestrian crossing, because that's what it's telling you.
Is that it's usually two vehicles on the right side and two vehicles on the left side, so that it leaves roughly about 4.5-5 vehicles clearance. So people approaching from this side
can see what's going on.
And the same from that side can see.
Exactly. You're right there.
Yeah. So okay, I'd really like to thank my guests here.
Thank you.
Thank you, Shahana Choudhury, Rosie Choudhury, and
thank you, viewers.
My brother from another mother.
Thank you,
Abdur.
Thank you, sir. Thank you for having me on your show.
And you guys have been a fantastic sport. We had a bit of a laugh.
Thank you. And what we're going to do before we go? Come on.
You want
are you ready? Are you ready?
Yep. Give them a smile.
Can you do an emoji? A smiling emoji, please.
Give them a thumbs up. Yeah. How cute they look.
Right, okay, we're going to wrap up today. Hope you guys enjoyed the show. We've enjoyed it. Have you enjoyed it?
Hope you all enjoyed it.
Everyone's enjoyed it. I've enjoyed it as well.
More to come.
Oh yeah, definitely. The ladies are, inshallah, in the new year, the ladies are going to, launch their own shows. And basically it's going to be a female-based sort of show where ladies can interact, talk about issues, local issues, national issues, international issues, various different topics that are close to ladies' hearts, etc., etc. So keep an eye out for that. That's going to come in the new year.
Yeah.
And inshallah, again, if I have offended anyone unknowingly, and if someone does take it to heart, please don't. We didn't mean it on a personal level. It was just to sort of meant as entertainment.
You've got to enjoy. You've got to enjoy.
Enjoy.
You see, what we're trying to do is break the mold. We all can't have, newscasters doing a program. You have to have humor, you have to have character, and that's what makes a program unique. And that's why they thought, right, okay, let's grab this crazy fella.
We just hope we made everyone laugh.
Is a bit crazy, is a bit loony, and I'm happy to be as well. So anyway, guys, thank you very much. ধন্যবাদ আপনারা আমাদের সাথে সময় কাটাইছেন যারা আপনারার মাঝে যারা শেয়ার করছেন না ও যায় চান্স শেয়ার করার because once the video is finished it's finished but it doesn't mean you can't go back and watch it again the best bits okay ভালো থাকবা সুন্দর থাকবা সুস্থ থাকবা এই কথার উপরে আমরা সকলে বিদায় নেই আসসালামু আলাইকুম ওয়া রাহমাতুল্লাহ আদাব and have a good evening.
Okay, আসসালামু আলাইকুম.
সাল থেকে প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস অগণিত হজ ও উমরা যাত্রীদের দিয়ে আসছে সর্বোচ্চ মানের সেবা। প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস নর্থ অফ ইংল্যান্ডের একমাত্র বাঙালি সৌদি মিনিস্ট্রির উমরা অ্যাপ্রুভ ট্রাভেল এজেন্ট। আপনার যে কোনো এয়ারলাইন্সের টিকিটের জন্য প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেসে যোগাযোগ করুন। প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস বিমান সহ সৌদি, টার্কিশ ও রয়্যাল জর্ডানিয়ান এয়ারলাইন্সের অ্যাপ্রুভ টিকিট এজেন্ট। আয়েটা ও এটল প্রোটেক্টেড। প্রাইম এক্সপ্রেস আপনার বিশ্বস্ত ট্রাভেল এজেন্ট, চেডারটন ওয়ে, ওল্ডহাম।